Peace and blessings. This is Nubia, I, the raw food goddess, the womb priestess, and the holistic practitioner. Good morning, everyone. Habari, Gani. Habari, Gani means what is the news? What is the news? That is the key Swahili word, Habari, Gani, from the Swahili language of Swahili people. And it actually is the beginning of the opening question you would ask for the 7 days of Kwanzaa. So today is Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa actually has 7 principles. And the first principle today is Umoja. So when I say Habari Gani, you say Umoja. And Umoja means unity. So every day for the next 7 days, I'm going to be celebrating Kwanzaa with you. And I'm really going to be discussing the principles as I see them and why I see it being something that could move us forward in life forever and move us to our greatness in life forever. And I was really thinking about it today. So you know I'm running a special, so it ended today, or it's ending today at midnight. If you join the group, you get a 30-minute free session with me. But now I'm going to make it a little, I'm going to sweeten the pot. If you join the group anytime from December 26th to January 1st, I will extend it till you get 30 minutes free. And the first 5 people not only get 30 minutes free, but they get a gift as well. So if you join before January 1st in any one of these days of Kwanzaa, so I'm having a Kwanzaa special because that really represents me. I was thinking about this holiday promotion, holiday special. Well, my holiday starts really today. Today is the holiday that Kwanzaa is the holiday I most celebrate and I most enjoy and get most excited about. So I want to celebrate that with you. So Kwanzaa runs from the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31, and then the 7th day is on the 1st. If you sign up to Women That Run with the Womb, the group, $37, within the 7 days of Kwanzaa, you will get a 30-minute consultation free with me. But in addition to that, the first 5 people will get the 30-minute consultation and a free gift. Okay, so here we go. So what do I want to say? Why am I here? So let's talk about unity a little bit. Let me tell you something that is going on in the group that I'm loving. Like, I'm loving everything that's going on in the group. So as you all know, we are in raw foods. And today, actually, the video that I uploaded today is the last video in the series of raw foods. Now, even though it's the last video, the next section we're going to is cleaning your space and keeping it clean. And that's like including your outer skin, products that we use for it, the importance of it, cleaning our house, using floor washes that are spiritual floor washes, spiritual body washes, soaps I'm preparing with different herbs in it, specifically for your floor washing, your wall washing, your bathroom cleaning, and your body washing. These are really 4 rituals and ceremonies and traditions that are coming out of really Africa and other indigenous cultures, I'm sure. But I'm using it especially during the 7 days of Kwanzaa. I'm really getting those things together. And so what starts to happen is, the reason why right after raw foods we're going into cleansing the outer now, because with raw foods you're cleaning the inner, is because about this time, if you're into the 4 weeks by now, you're in the group and you've done about 4 weeks of raw foods, you're probably experiencing some emotions. You're probably experiencing what they call raw emotions. You're probably experiencing feelings of anger, of doubt, of fear. What I'm asking my women to do in the group is really devote themselves to 100% raw for 1 year. Now, of course, it's not a have to and a must, but it's a suggestion to get them to what they want. So let me tell you the goal. If you worked with me, if you did a one-on-one with me, if you joined a group, if you did any kind of consultation or any work with me, this is what I want to see for you. There's a belief that I believe that it takes 4 seasons, 365 days to become your whole self, to really make the money you want to make, to really have the mate you want to have, to really have the career you want to have. It takes 365 days. And it's an intense in a sense, but it's loving and caring. You know, because when we hear intense, it always seems like it's going to hurt me in some way. And this one won't. What will hurt is the letting go of people, places, things, feelings. But I know that there's people watching right now that is ready for that. And the reason why I'm talking about the group today is because today's principle of Kwanzaa, the Nguzo Saba, which means 7 principles in Kiswahili, is Umoja. And Umoja is unity. Why is this working in the group? Why are women changing and healing? Why are women staying raw? And other times when we do a one-on-one, or even or you've tried to by yourself and you haven't been able to stay raw, you haven't been able to manifest that mate, you haven't been able to stay vegan, you haven't been able to steadily take your baths, you haven't been able to get up at 4, you haven't been able to maintain the work and the lifestyle that you want and the money. It's because in unity, when we work together, we actually gain more ground. Because there's so many facets of life. And think about a group as many facets of individually in your own life, as many facets in your own life, just with your one self. The group represents arms of those facets. It represents the totality of you. Only it's being manifest through other people. So you don't really have to do everything yourself. You don't have to solve every problem yourself. You don't have to try to do raw by yourself, or get up at 4 by yourself, or take sacred baths by yourself. You've got people who are helping you. There are people that are helping each other with relationships. They ask questions about the relationship they're in, the work they're in, and things are changing. There are people staying raw who never thought that they could, because they have somebody to carry them, to pick them up. See, that's a very African system. There would be no way we have ever made it through the enslavement Holocaust. There would be no way we would have ever made it through slavery alone. We would have had to have each other, whether that was the Harriet Tubman getting us through the Underground Railroad, whether it was somebody keeping the abolitionists, black and white, keeping the light on so we know which house we could stay in for safety. And whether it was the people that received us in the North, whether it was the family that let us sleep together. You know, I was watching a film yesterday. It's called Black Like Me. And it's a book by John Howard Griffith. And I remember this book because I read it as a youth. And I just love this book. It's about a white man who basically took medication to darken his skin and makeup so he could go through the South. It was about the 50s. So he could go through the South and see what it was like to be a black man in the South. And what I got out of that movie was the love that black people had to have for each other, because there was no one else. So when you got into town, you could not stay at the local hotel, let's say in Mississippi or Arkansas at that time, or Alabama. So you had to hopefully meet somebody at the bus stop, at the train station, at the grocery store, at the black so-called diner, to give you a place to stay. And many people only had one bed, and they allow you, a so-called stranger, to sleep in that same bed with them for a few nights so that you would be safe, so that you would not be privy to all kinds of racial bigotry and violence. I mean, it touched me yesterday to understand what unity really meant. So we had to create our own things, but we not only strived, we thrived. Look at us now, doctors and lawyers and scholars and historians and naturopaths, doctors. I mean, we are the bomb, raw foodists and entrepreneurs. But none of us did it by ourselves. So if you're sitting out there and you're struggling, if you're sitting out there and you're still wanting and trying, that's why you're not getting and doing it by yourself, I ask you to join the group, sisters. It's coming to me. I'm getting it, how important unity is. That to get one hand by itself is kind of weak. All fingers together is strong. More power in it. And so, in celebration of Kwanzaa, in celebration of Umoja, which means unity, I have to create this sale. I have to tell you to come on board, and I have to tell you why this works. Traditionally, as African people or other indigenous people, we have what we call circles. So if you had an issue, you didn't have to do it alone. You didn't have to figure it out by yourself. You didn't have to get depressed, because there was the group of women or elders, or men and women elders, that were there to help you no matter what it was. There was never anything to be ashamed of. So you were able, and this is what my group, Women Who Run With the Womb, this is what it's about. I'm talking about unity. I'm talking about Umoja. I'm talking about us. The New Year's you're going to, I know you all already sitting here thinking about New Year's resolutions and what you want to do and what you want to do differently, and I want to help you with that. I've set up a curriculum to help you by the end of 2014 have everything on your list that you want. And let me say something about the group. It's helping me. Yesterday, I've been raw since the group started, a little bit before, 100% all the way. And I made, because of the group, and they share so many wonderful recipes with pictures and ingredients, and I started eating even more raw foods. I've been so creative. I made mock stir-fried vegetables. You take vegetables and you marinate them in liquid aminos brands or tamari sauce, or namu shoyu, which is a raw soy sauce or vegan sauce, I'm going to call it, and just other spices, and you put them in a bag or a bowl. You marinate them bad boys and you put them over something called kelp noodles. I'm telling you, if you don't think you're in an Asian restaurant eating some stir-fried noodles with vegetables. I made a raw apple pie. I made a creativity, so it's helping me. So I'm not just telling people what to do. I'm getting something out of it as well. And I want you to do the same. Even me, I noticed like this time, because I'm really 100% raw and I'm consistent, and I realize I haven't been 100% raw and consistent for a long, long time, I do see myself losing a little weight. I am losing my butt's not as juicy, my thighs to me is not as big, but and so there's things around it if we're used to this being our what's good about me thing. And for me, it's like, no, let it be. Whatever I don't need, let it go. I want to see what it's like to be my most beautiful self. I want to go through the year of 2014 devoted to something. And I don't want to go alone anymore. I've been doing it alone, y'all. Anybody that know about working alone is me. I've been considered a loner. Deep work all the time, always staying in, like I told you. 2014 for sisters, women, it's not like that anymore. We have to connect to each other. We have to get out and network. We have to talk to each other when we see each other, because each of us have so many skills. We got something. And what if you're watching this and thinking, but I don't have anything to offer? I'm not holistic. I don't know anything about spirituality. What do I have to offer? You're a woman, right? In America, right? Most likely a woman of color, right? You've learned a lot. You're a mother in some cases. You're a daughter. You're a wife. You're a sister. You have value. You work in the office. You have value. And sometimes when you're alone, you don't see all the value until you join a group and you go and everybody's bigging you up 24/7 and things that you didn't even know was worth being bigged up. Do you hear me, people? Anyway, I know I get all into it and emotional, but Umoja, unity, that's today. Now I'm coming back tomorrow with another video for the second principle of Kwanzaa. I'll let you know if that is tomorrow. Again, I'm extending the promotional sale, but I'm doing it a little bit differently. You got for the 7 days of Kwanzaa, which is today, December 26th, to January 1st, midnight, Eastern Standard Time. That's when it's going to be over. Not only if you join the group, well, that's what I want you to do, join the group for $37 a month. You will not just get the first 5 people a 30-minute consultation with me for free, but you'll also get a free product. That's for the first 5 people that join. They'll get the free product and the 30 minutes. But for everybody else that joins in the next 7 days, from 26th to January 1st, you all get a 30-minute assessment with me. Anyway, enough. Okay, I'm excited. I got so much work to do, so I'm going to do it. And I'm just sending you love, peace, and blessings. This is Nubia, the raw food goddess, the womb priestess, and the holistic practitioner. And I'm sending you an abundance of Umoja. Peace.